Hello, good afternoon to everyone. My name is Maria Epia, and I am a student in the course English 5 at UNAD. And today I will talk about the use of some grammatical structure. And let's start with noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words that function as a noun in a sentence. Its nucleus is a noun or a pronoun, and it can be accompanied by determinate, articulate, possessive, demonstrator, adjectives, a prepositional phrase, or even other clauses that modify or specify it. For example, in Despite the bad weather, I love London. The bad weather is a noun phrase. The nucleus is weather. Noun. There is a determinate article and bad is an adjective that modifies it. Together, they function as the object of the preposition despite. The car will be a noun phrase, where car is the nucleus and there is determinate. The structure is interrogative pronouns, más auxiliary verb, más subject, plus main verb, plus noun phrase, object, plus verb, ing complement. Right now, going to check the activity in the word wall. Uh, for the noun phrase group, the facts record, my best friend, a cup of tea, the book of the table, a very strengthy idea, she's a pronoun alone is also a pronoun phrase. The whole man with a hat, their new house. Okay, so for the not a noun phrase group, clearly verb is a verb and a mass run quickly verb is a reading verb, very beautiful adverb as adjective, hate quickly, complete sentence under the bright prepositional phrase that is not a noun phrase itself. Happily is a verb adverb, walked is a verb. The text question are short questions added to end of a statement to confirm or seek agreement. They often take the form of expression like isn't that right or isn't it. The basic structure affirmation or negation plus auxiliary modal verbs plus subjects pronouns. For example, you are a student, aren't you? Here, you are a student is positive, so we use the auxiliary are and the subject now you does the negative tag is aren't you. She doesn't speak Spanish, does she? The main sentence is negative, doesn't speak, should the tag is positive, does she. We use the same auxiliary does and the same pronoun subject she. Let's go to the activity in the word wall. You are happy is a aren't you? She doesn't like pizza, does she? He can play the guitar, can he? They went to the party, didn't they? It's raining, isn't it? Okay, so I am going to check the practical activity. You speak French? Do you? Okay. The statement you speak French is positive in a present simple sign there, and in the present simple signs there is no auxiliary verb. We use the in the tag. The polarity is inverted to negative. She didn't come yesterday, did she? She didn't come yesterday is negative, and in the past simple with the auxiliary did is inverted to positive. We shall leave now, shouldn't we? We shall leave now is positive, and they use the modal verbs choose the if negative. It will be a great day, won't it? Won't it? The statement it will be a great day is positive and use the auxiliary will. The polarity is inverted to negative. The contracted form of will not is won't it. I am right, aren't I? This is an important exception, although the statement is that I am right, positive with aim. The negative tag for I am is traditional aren't it. No, I am not I. On linking word of contrast are connectors that allow use the join to ideas that are different, opposite, or unexpected from each other. According to perfect English grammar, some of the more common ones are although, despite, in spite of, and however. Each has specific use rules depending on whether they connect clauses, nouns, gerunds, or link ideas between separate sentences. Also, use it to introduce a clause, subject plus verb. It can appear at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. The structure is although plus clause. The clause although plus a clause. For example, although the weather is bad, I love London. Or I love London although the weather is bad. Despite, in spite of. Use the means the same things and are used before a noun or gerund, eng. If we want to use them with a clause, we need to add the fact that the structure is despite in spite of plus noun, gerund, clause. Clause despite in spite plus noun, gerund. Or despite in spite of the fact that plus clause. Clause despite in spite of the fact that clause. For example, I love London despite the bad weather is noun. Despite the bad weather, I love London is noun. Despite the fact that the weather is bad, I love London. Clause with the fact that. However, the use it is not used to connect two clauses in the same sentences, like although or despite. Instead, it connects two ideas in separate sentences. It generally appears at the beginning of the second sentence, followed by a comma, or can be placed in the middle or at the end of the second sentence between commas. The structure is clause 1, however, clause 2. Clause 1, clause 2, however. Clause 1, clause 2, subject. However, rest of the clause, for example, I love London, however, the weather is bad. Or I love London, the weather, however, is bad. I am going to check the activity in Kahoot. Number 1. The rain we went for a walk. What is correct answer? Is despite. Despite the rain, we went for a walk. Or in spite of, it is followed by a noun. Number 2, she didn't study. Number C, however, connect to separate sentences. She didn't, however, she passed the exam. He was tired. He continued working. The correct answer is although, followed by a clause, subject, mass, verb. The fact that is what called they went swimming. Correct is despite, or in spite of, due to the fact that. So, despite the fact that is was called they went swimming. Thank you so much for attention.